What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And previously, we talked about buying a ton of stock from, absorbing or buying a bunch of stock with Stellantis in a group. And we were looking at maybe creating a hedge fund only to find out, from the lawyers and the people that create the hedge funds that that's not a realistic way to go if we want everyone involved. And it kind of led us to scrapping those plans. Well, I got with my attorney and he was looking at different ways, and come to find out that there's state by state regulations on how that works. And if we get over a group of 100, then we register with the IRS and we're legal. Let's talk about it.
Perfect.
So, what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. I want to talk to you guys about this idea, and I want to talk about how I would move forward with it. Now, my attorney found this and found a way that all of us are able to invest, create a massive position to attempt to try to either get a seat at the board with Stellantis or become so big as an investment club that we can file actions with the SEC and be a massive thorn in the side to Stellantis. Now, Stellantis is well aware of their exposed position. It's why they consistently buy back shares every time there's available cash on hand, because they don't want to be told what to do. I get it. I understand. But this comes over from hodler law, and it is legal in the state of Florida and federally for us to do what I'm going to talk about doing today. Now, I want to lay out some ground rules. I really like what Frank B. Rhodes Jr. had put forward, and I really like the direction or where he wants to go with the company. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, hybrids are important. And I know you're going to be like, no way, there's no way TK had a Prius. I had a Prius. I've had electric cars. I'm not stupid. I love my cars that get 8 miles to the gallon. But I also know when I daily drive, you daily see me in a BMW 2 Series or the Audi A4 or some of the other cars, because I want to be able to get from point A to point B quickly, reliably, and cheaply, right? I don't have to take the STS out. I don't have to take the Blackwing out. I don't have to take out all these other vehicles on a regular basis. I could daily drive them. I did it with the Scat Pack forever, right? But I wanted to look at this, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe there's still a way for us to go this path and become a massive thorn in the side of Stellantis, but also maybe being able to affect change while also making money. I'm 100% on board with making money, right? I'm sure you guys are too. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the things of what this is. So what is an investment club? It's a group of people who pool their assets to make investment decisions. Typically, members communicate regularly to discuss opportunities and educate each other. So basically what I want to do is I would set this LLC up, or, I want to get together with some other people, founding members of the group. Probably Butter, the Insider, OC Motivator, maybe Racer X if he's interested. I know he's in Florida. And Frank B. Rhodes, maybe a couple other people, just to get the ball started, get the ball rolling. And do like weekly or bi-weekly live streams where we talk about where the stock's at, what we want to do, if there's any other positions we can pick up, things of that nature. The investment group would be solely targeted towards Stellantis. With the effect of being able to implement changes that we want as Mopar fans on the brand. Now, I know you're going to say, well, how is it, if we couldn't do a hedge fund, how does this work? Well, let's talk about some of the key components of an investment club. So there's collaboration, right? Members perform individual research and then provide updates to the rest of the group to help make informed asset allocation decisions. That's like buying more stock, if we should, if we're doing options trading, whether we should short or a position. Each member, there's democracy, right? Each member usually has an equal vote in decision-making process, regardless of the amount they have invested in a club's pool. That's true. I feel like every member should have a vote, whether you invested $5 or $150,000. It doesn't matter. Investment strategy. The club collectively develops investment strategy that fits the goal and risk and tolerance of the group. Legal structure. The club can be formed informally or as established as a legal entity such as an LLC. I think the LLC is smart because it puts us on paper, makes us a legal entity. We don't have to have this loose, we're just all investing together. There's accounting, tracking, things that I think need to happen, right? Just to make it, it's legal if we didn't do it, but I'd like to have it where, if we had to get audited or something happens, there's a track record of who invested what we're doing. The formality of creating an LLC formalizes operations and provides individual members protection from the club's debts and legal issues. And then we can go through, but I'm going to post a link if you want to see where we're at. Now, assets under management. Now, this is the part where it gets tricky. Until we hit the number, and we will hit the number, but until we hit the number of 25 million, we don't have to register with the SEC as assets under management, right? In order for us to have the voting position or the influence that we want, we're going to have to be registered with the FEC, with the SEC and FINRA. So under the law, the way it's written in Florida, investment clubs must stay below 25 million in assets to avoid additional regulations such as SEC and FINRA registration under the Investment Companies Act of 1940 unless exempt. I've looked at the exemptions. I don't think it would apply to us. Managers with over 25 million in assets face Investment Advisor Act registration requirements. Those managing 25 to 110 million might need state securities authority registration pending exemptions. So, somebody in our group, we would probably need to bring on somebody that has the appropriate registration or licensing. Now, it's not insurmountable. I don't have nothing but time. I guess I could get that if it's required when we get to that point. But I have a feeling that if this ball's rolling, we're going to have people that have the appropriate licensing that work with us. They're going to be investors or people that are on board. And I think it's something we could actually do. Talks about how many people you can have, and what I like about it is, yes, we have to get an EIN number, yes, there's an investment strategy, but in the state of Florida, they do not, most investment clubs are between 20 to 100 members. But in the state of Florida, they put zero limit on it. The only thing is, once we get above 100 members, is we have to register with the IRS. That's what the EIN number is going to be, but also register as an investment club with the IRS. We'll probably go ahead and file whatever appropriate paperwork in advance with the SEC and the like as well. But there's 3 states that have the same ability for us to move forward like this. And I'm not a fan of Florida. I hate Florida, but I'm just talking about just the way the the structure is, the way that they deal with shit there. It's just, ugh. But the formation of an LLC there takes 15 minutes online. It's not overly burdensome or expensive. And the tax space in the state of Florida is great. There's no personal income tax. Yes, the company would have to pay taxes on realized gains, but we're investing, we're not dumping the stock or selling it. We wouldn't have really any realized gains, so we wouldn't have to pay a bunch of taxes. It's one of the reasons why I'm looking at it this way. I am going to leave it open, but I wanted to float the idea out to you to see, and we'll have a discussion in the comments, like open discussion. You guys tell me what you guys think. I posted the screenshot up here so you guys can see what we're talking about as far as investment clubs. I'm going to post a link to this post as well in the description down below. But this comes from the Hodder law firm in Florida, and my attorney did speak to somebody there, and they were like, yeah, this happens a lot with different companies, but mostly, and it's funny because I was talking about this out on Biggs out at Nellis with another defense contractor, and they were like, yeah, they do this all the time with Raytheon and other stuff where people buy shares into publicly traded defense contracting companies. And I was like, damn. Like, damn. All right. So I leave the question to you. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a viable option? I'm open to the reason why I like this option as like an investment club and us trying to buy up a massive position together is it gives us the ability to have a voice. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I want to throw the petty couple of $1 million of investment that I have now at the problem, and but I don't want to lead the group. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that would be more. I think it would be more appropriate for somebody like maybe Frank B. Rhodes. Maybe somebody like, I know Brad's probably like, don't throw me on the bus, TK. Maybe somebody like OC Motivator, somebody that would be like somebody that's going to be able to steer the ship for a long time. And that's unfortunately not me. I just don't feel like that's me. And I'll be involved. I'm 100% on board with being a member on the LLC. I'm 100% on board with throwing the first million in the fund, whatever it is that we got to do. I'm down for that, but I don't want to be the figurehead on the company. I just don't. That should also let you know that I don't have any motivations about running it or what I make. Is like I'm investing in the company or in the group as an investor, and I expect that we're going to make money on this over time if we're able to turn and get a voice and be able to turn Stellantis around to products that we want here in America. So, but I leave the question to you. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Do you think it's a viable option? Blow these comments up. I want to know. I don't care if you write a book. I want to know pros, cons, what you think about it, if you think it's a viable option. I like this option because it allows every single fan of Mopar to be able to get involved, whether it's $5 or $100,000 or $1 million. That gives the people the option to be able to have a voice and have a say. I've been literally pulling my hair out about this for like last month and a half when we first started talking about, and we did that investment call with those people in New York about setting up a hedge fund, and then we found out that that wasn't the way to go. So finding this route, shout out to my attorney who's been digging, trying to find a way for us to be able to do this. And I'm interested. I want to know what you guys think. So again, let me know in the comments. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Yes, if you noticed, I'm sure I'm probably publishing this on the holiday. It's probably Monday when you guys are going to see this. I've been traveling. You guys are going to see me in Illinois and Houston and a couple of other places. So stay tuned because I'm sure I'm going to make content while I'm in those spots. But anyways, until next time, stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time, whoa, for the longest.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Represent, got a represent.